Welcome, everyone. Today, we are exploring Free to Focus, a total productivity system designed by Michael Hyatt. Michael is a best-selling author and the former CEO of a major publishing house, Thomas Nelson. He developed this system after a health scare taught him that simply working harder isn't sustainable. This presentation will provide you with the key learning goals and practical applications of his philosophy. The core message is simple but revolutionary. You can actually achieve more by doing less, by focusing on what truly matters. We often fall for the more myth, the belief that productivity means running faster on an endless treadmill. We live in a distraction economy where information is abundant but attention is scarce. Research shows office workers are interrupted every 3 minutes on average. This leads to fake work that doesn't advance organizational strategy. This inefficiency costs the U.S. economy roughly $1 trillion annually and robs the average worker of up to 1,500 hours of productive time every year. Hyatt argues we must stop equating productivity with volume and efficiency. True productivity is about freedom. This includes the freedom to focus on deep, needle-moving work, the freedom to be present with family and friends, the freedom to be spontaneous with unexpected opportunities, and the freedom to do nothing, which actually fuels the creativity needed for breakthroughs. Productivity isn't about getting more things done, it is about getting the right things done to reclaim your life. To achieve this freedom, we follow a 3-step framework: stop, cut, and act. Most systems skip stop and go straight to go, but Hyatt insists you must first formulate your vision, evaluate your current tasks, and rejuvenate your energy. You cannot navigate without a compass. Next, you cut by pruning non-essentials through elimination, automation, and delegation. Finally, you act by consolidating your schedule, designating your priorities, and activating your focus to execute on what truly matters. The Freedom Compass is the tool used to evaluate your work based on passion and proficiency. True productivity is spending 95% of your time in your desire zone, where your highest passion and proficiency intersect. Other tasks fall into the distraction zone, fun but low results, the disinterest zone, proficient but draining, or the drudgery zone, low passion and low proficiency. Your goal is to identify these zones and ruthlessly move your daily activities toward your true north, the desire zone. High performers know that rest is a prerequisite for focus, not just a reward for hard work. Hyatt identifies 7 practices to manage your energy, which is a flexible resource unlike fixed time. These are sleep, the ultimate cognitive enhancer, eating for natural energy, moving to build stamina, connecting with others, playing to ignite creativity, reflecting through mindfulness, and unplugging from the digital matrix. Rejuvenation is a competitive advantage that keeps your battery charged for deep work. Once you have a vision, you must prune the non-essentials. Everything outside your desire zone is a candidate for the cutting room floor. This happens in 3 tiers. First, eliminate by flexing your no muscle and creating a not-to-do list. Second, automate by using technology, templates, and daily rituals to subtract yourself from the equation for repetitive tasks. Third, delegate by passing tasks in your drudgery and disinterest zones to others whose desire zone matches those tasks. Delegation often fails because expectations are misaligned. To master this, Hyatt introduces 5 levels of authority. Level 1 is following explicit instructions. Level 2 is researching and reporting for you to decide. Level 3 is researching and recommending a course of action. Level 4 is deciding and informing you after. And Level 5 is acting independently with total ownership. Climbing this hierarchy builds trust with your team and can reclaim dozens of hours of your week for high-leverage work. To execute effectively, we must eliminate attention residue caused by frequent task switching. We do this through mega batching, consolidating similar activities into dedicated blocks. You should design an ideal week that segments your time into 3 stages: front stage, revenue-generating desire zone work; backstage, operational tasks, emails, and prep work; and offstage, 100% unplugged rejuvenation. This defends your schedule from chaos and whim and ensures you have space for deep, uninterrupted thinking. Leave the endless, chaotic to-do list behind. The Daily Big 3 is a rule stating that 95% of your daily tasks should be high-leverage work that moves the needle. You start with your quarterly goals, which inform your weekly Big 3, the 3 non-negotiable outcomes for the week. These weekly goals then dictate your daily Big 3. By forcing these constraints, you ensure that you are winning the day by focusing only on the essential tasks that drive results. Our brains often default to easy downhill work, like checking email when faced with challenging uphill work. To fight this, you must build a fortress around your focus. Use tech defense like app blockers to sever internet access during deep work. Practice asynchronous communication by turning off instant notifications and batching email checks. Optimize your environment by decluttering your physical space, and use mindfulness to notice the impulse to bail on a hard task and consciously choose to stay. Productivity is not a one-time hack. It is a continuous cycle of alignment and refinement. You must constantly loop back to the stop phase as your priorities evolve to ensure you are still climbing the right mountain. You then cut to remove the dead weight dragging you down and act with laser focus on what remains. This infinite loop helps you maintain momentum and stay on track even during your busiest seasons, ensuring your life remains balanced and productive. In closing, remember this quote by Oliver Burkeman: "What will your life have been in the end but the sum total of everything you spent it focusing on?" The goal of this system is to ensure that sum total is something you are proud of. Your first practical step today is simple. Identify your daily big three for tomorrow and cross everything else off that primary list. It is time to reclaim your freedom and start achieving more by doing less. Thank you.